Okay, chat, here we go. Potentially EG getting knocked out in groups. EG on defense, NRG on attack. What is this? 9 people. I will say, I think EG have a better comp here.
EG have held here even with fewer numbers heading into the fight. Even Calm gets one before being taken down, and in 15 seconds,
the Observer is really inexperienced today, I'm not gonna lie.
Pearl Gaming. Everyone fights for
I know everyone's new and you gotta start somewhere, but
on each side. Pico, where does he expect this Vice to be? You know that he was likely playing the B anchor role. But does he come from spawn? Does he flank around? Where is Bao?
Truthfully, he could be anywhere. So the only way to play it is to keep moving forward. That's the plan for Kiko, scouting out back spawn. Now, digs his heels in on Secret. And that turret could even end up confusing Bao. If he thinks it was
what happened to the match one, Sliggy? Dude, because I can tell it's not Prius.
Right now, still confused,
and now I'm just dogging on some randomer.
Kiko will take this pistol round NRG's way.
Yeah, really nicely played by Kiko there. That turret, as you mentioned, could mean quite a few things, but if he's tucking into Secret, even if a player comes behind the turret in main, it still gives him information. Really nicely done. And this fight was just, you know, very Pearl in its nature. EG hit some great shots, killing that jump peeking player, especially, but all in all, it comes down to who's better in the clutch. And
Sapphire? It's not Sapphire, I promise.
Jujuzin has decided to go ahead and pick up a Marshall. This is something I was noticing from Evil Geniuses, where a lot of the
they kind of allowed 3 deaths here.
A Marshall or a Bucky.
A main gets cleared, yet they don't take the orb. What have I missed here?
I'm seeing
we fade-eyed, the fade-eye didn't get shot, we still didn't take the orb.
Push away the Phoenix and get mid-control. When you're gonna lose is when you just go hard into sights.
Yeah, Ethan
He's so
has
slow to pick the other person. Plan ahead.
The enemy team so I can get my ultimate as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah. There was a gun picked up here by Calm.
Yeah. Calm no armor, but full HP. And Ethan is very sectioned away from his team.
I still struggle to see, even with the gun recovered, how EG gets back into this round.
And the spike plant looks like it's going to be a good one to play from spawn or from heaven.
I mean, look at Ethan. 2 missiles. He's literally sitting in CT doing nothing but waiting.
Lucky, thanks so much for the tier 1, man. Appreciate the 2 years, thank you.
EG have really eaten up a lot of the clock now.
I'm critiquing the observing now. Dude, I can't concentrate on the game.
There could be a world where dying and making sure this rifle isn't recoverable is the best play for them. EG have really eaten up the clock. It does not seem like they're playing this one at all. Calm is going to go ahead and call for the retreat here. Gun in hand. Keep that one out of NRG's prying hands.
Yeah, Jujuzin dies to the spike. Rifle gets saved over from Calm. Hit some nice shots with the lesser weapons to do anything in this round.
Would you rate your observing abilities when you did it?
It is going to come down to a lot of these.
Yeah, I'm pretty arrogant, man.
With the Vice absolutely
I would say I was
the
ass of observing, I would say.
Path through that utility. So if you're NRG, you want to, well, play the style you kind of always like. Slow things down, get space in mid-control.
I think that's a fair comparison.
Your sight hits into a split.
But even during that, you still had them taking
Pansy, don't even try me with that.
Into the smoke. Maybe even anticipating Okeanos just has a flash in hand, so no one's ready for him.
Yeah. You balance that Vice with the passive hard hold against the Neon.
You can bait and observing. Oh, it was the full solo show. That's why I picked Aspas.
And I want to constantly fight for extremity.
Man, Mimi, look at mid again. NRG have just blown it up entirely.
I used to do the first person and the third person. It was a solo show, man. The one-man team.
Box to break.
That's all you need, just Aspas.
Wait for some kind of re-clear, but
and the True Blue, thank you for the tier 1, man. Appreciate the 27 months.
There's 3 players here.
Yeah, NRG trying to move in now. Good information.
Hey, your teammates? Nah, you just don't have teammates.
Kill. EG still to be dislodged, although Mata has gone barreling into backside.
Oh, that's probably the kill that decides it from Mata here.
Plant the spike and keep EG at bay.
2 on 3.
Is a pistol into a bonus? I think so.
EG clumped up together towards spawn. There's some good crossfires here from NRG.
Tough position to navigate for Evil Geniuses.
I don't think you expect a player street at this point.
Yeah, especially with the attention being drawn by Mata. Mata
pick a number. He's killing me. Dude, I can't watch.
NRG
I can't focus on the game.
And that's a bonus round converted there. Chances on that round 2.
I'm so tilted.
Nothing bought in for EG to win, and on this one, flips the other way.
He doesn't have a back. They don't have a backup number.
For NRG.
You know, I've really loved seeing NRG in these last 2 rounds control the mid space for them, and even like putting down a lot of killjoy utility, not to guard the flanks, but to hold on to the space they took. They had a turret that was covering their backs in mid, then they put an alarm bot up into connector.
Hey,
and it just
I'll look
really
one-shot
started to
everyone.
restrict EG's movements.
Yeah,
God, I
NRG's
never
a team
thought
that's
I'd miss
really good with those
Prius, man.
details. They want to make sure those
What's
replayers
life
can't
become?
actually affect them. After going mid, you see EG on their eco, heavy stack that space, so NRG casually takes a main. They didn't lose Mata, though. Nice shot from Calm. That'll slow down any exec that NRG want to rip.
Not sure if this makes NRG think that the stack is more or less likely at this point, as they realize, hey, we actually didn't really cover any of our space in mid or B long. EG could have filtered in. So they go 3 in tow to work back towards mid.
Yeah, the read here is good from EG. They still have a heavy art presence, and NRG see nothing on that drone.
It's important for EG, though, that they find the right place to stack and
they're trying to sort out the cams for sure.
They're actually
That's not connected to it.
into A main during this,
Or maybe it is broken, man. We are just stuck on Ethan Pov.
Mowed them down, so now the chance is starting to slip for Evil Geniuses.
Dude, what's going on
3
here, man?
sheriffs patrolling this B site. It does pull out the Armageddon. Wreaking havoc back on Secret is now Evil Geniuses. Try to fire.
We might be here for a while.
Takes his time, gets a kill, down to 30 seconds remaining, but no pressure from utility to try and stop this spike from being planted. Now a wall to be thrown in. It's 1-for-1 as the spike continues moving up. Evil Geniuses
I mean,
really
nicely done
trying
from
their
Brook.
best,
I can't
but
wait
it
to see the
means
replay
nothing
because
in
what
the
the
face of
hell?
Brock's
How's he
Odin.
done that? He's
Did
spinning
Brock
around
just
with an Odin.
180 Odin spray them down?
Yeah, I think that gun should theoretically be too heavy to wield like that, but somehow he gets it done.
Yeah, let's see that again. Okay, here's his opener onto Digizin on that re-clear. And then, yeah,
Jesus.
that's a 180 triple spray down. Okay, Brock.
I think at some point during all those twists, you'd have back issues.
Even after seeing him play that gun for so long, the whole team is just laughing after he hits that.
I mean, that wasn't even like crazy like spam tech or.
Do you think
no, that was
FNS
just
is surprised that
spinning
EG are
circles on
losing?
Evil Geniuses.
I'm not sure anyone in the world is surprised.
Just a
To be honest with you.
sensitivity check. Can you spin around fast enough?
By the way, look at mid Mimi, wasting no time.
Yamada's almost in their spawn.
Right,
And the
he's actually
judge,
in the
by the way,
spawn.
and he goes through this. This is ridiculous. This is disrespectful. He's gonna catch the timing.
Guys, the keyboard's broken or
Digizin with
something,
an
man.
operator actually clears him away.
There's a Neon Judge versus Op fight at 1:25 on the clock in spawn.
Spawn, like what is going on? Evil Geniuses are getting all the kills. And in similar form to back on Fracture, when NRG just started full sending it on their attack, Evil Geniuses pieced together a few round wins there. Same seems to be the case here with Mana just going full steam to his demise.
This is our fault, man, because we asked for POVs in VCT.
Fight in spawn. I think most of the kills
But I didn't realize we were
going to
get it on the main stream.
As well. Just ridiculous.
You don't have anything more for me on that one? What's the idea there? Why is your neon?
Bro,
just
I didn't see what happened. He just ran it
he
down.
literally just ran through art and then is like, no, usually players are like, you can't actually peek. Like you have to crouch peek if you want to go down that tunnel. So it's like
you're almost always just dead if you do that.
Yeah, you're at a major disadvantage if you do it, so you never do it.
Opposite switching POVs, but the follow
And to be
PC.
fair, he
What do you mean
didn't
the
die on
follow
pushing through.
PC?
It
So
was
you
when
have
they
to
actually went
connect to.
re-clear him.
Yeah.
They had the idea in the back of their head that he could be crazy enough to be there.
Is in the
And
one
he
that
was.
doesn't have the numbers up here that mimics what you're
I
doing?
suppose
Is that what you're
credit to
saying?
Evil Geniuses for flushing him out. We'll see if they can turn this into something.
I am interested to see what actually happened on the site. We were so distracted by the chaos unfolding in spawn.
Oh, okay, I get you.
That's a first round win for EG.
So then you
Here
can
we go again.
put the UI and stuff on top.
Just Neon thinks 1:30 on the clock, by the way.
Now, did we hear him or did we just anticipate? Wow, Mod actually got the shot off too. He was on 23 and then Okeanos just came in behind them through mid.
I think they thought they could heavy fight for backside because they were expecting any players that would have been Art or mid to
Are we
react
stuck on
to
now?
that Neon.
Yeah.
And kind of get caught off guard by two players still being
Still
there
broke
to
cam?
fight.
Oh, we
and
switched.
Cut down that
Hold up.
actual execute.
We're back.
A little false sense of
We're
security.
back in the cameras
this time,
again.
Mata, a little bit more passive. I mean, he'd already be in spawn if it was last round.
Yeah.
This time he waits for his teammates to catch up to him, baits out the Vise wall, realizing the setup has switched to this side of the map.
And that's enough for NRG to want to back up, maybe explore a little towards another part of the map. I expected them to almost want to walk back into street off of that and see if they can catch the player.
EG holding the side though.
It's interesting. NRG haven't done anything.
3-person stack with Fawns.
So Digizin has moved all the way forward.
They got Visor as well. I mean, EG have a good go at this, right? Killjoy ult might go in, but that's okay, I would say.
On this side of the map, behind the Vise stall, as the hit comes in. Taking their time for now, and it could just be a lockdown call in a moment.
Yeah, I do like that. They use the dart and the wall
where are
to
NRG
bait
going?
out.
Because they ain't got any
Pretty much all
info
the
anywhere.
utility.
But now they have to re-clear something. B-Long is not going to be a good
Going
look
heavy
for them.
art.
It has just been usually going back into mid and art.
Guys, I'm not sure you have time to go lane here.
They're going street instead.
Yeah, they just threw a dart. They were trying to sell a little bit more pressure over onto A, but now we're moving straight
But
back
we're going
into
through the
Calm.
small choke.
DG is so far up that Calm is basically alone here. He'll likely want to retreat long and try and group up with that Neon.
And there's
Big
not really
fade eye.
space for him to play because the lockdown. He cannot try to deny the spike plant from his position. Kiko gets 1 kill, and that spike will be planted. Just enough coverage on the corner as Bao holds it down into spawn. Headshot through the box isn't quite enough.
That was a weird round, but NRG made the right choice of where to fight now. The players long have to become the strong side.
Calm is out of it. He was already low. Operator didn't mean anything.
Oh, that was a rough round.
Now Supa making a whole lot of noise. Trying to accomplish something, but the stun comes
20
down.
seconds
Ethan
going
just
through the smallest choke in
toying
the
with
game.
his meal.
No fade eye.
NRG called
And then
themselves into
Okeanos
a
is sleeping.
creative finish to the round for the win.
Yeah, now that we're, what, 4 weeks into hearing calm listen-ins from all of our teams during the matches, something I've noticed about NRG is when they're playing their post plants, they are one of the absolute best teams at being calm, being very intentional at how they convey information as to what they have in these post plants, and being incredibly decisive at how they choose where to fight. Think about the answers they had to come up with this round. There was 2 players long. They lost their player to someone on the flank. They were getting pinged from spawn as well, and have to very quickly adapt to a situation that is changing basically every second as to how that EG retake is coming in. And I think they made pretty much the best decision they could make in almost every one of those moments with the fights they were choosing to take.
Yeah, I think NRG, this map in particular, has been very good at stepping into empty space, fighting forward as well towards spawn. We even saw that on Fracture on their attack side too. They did a lot of these forward fights, and especially when EG are taking that, like that control of B long or A main, that's really punishing.
And it was even better last map when EG had all of that utility when they were looking to play trap plays and being able to recognize how your opponent.
The thing is, they had the info on the side. They kind of knew where they were going. They just didn't use any util.
Right? Once they've used all of their tools, and
if you watched it, you could definitely say they were kind of late to re-clear A if they wanted to, but I still think that's down to the 2 holding the site here. They had full info here.
They're exploring towards B long.
Could have been a crossfire as well.
Things up, why not? I think NRG saw.
Okay, it's another big buy round. We're on EG watch right now.
The B site with that diagonal wall. Bao going for the early spam. Got a tiny bit of chip down on
They're
Tamada.
deep over towards A. Potential orb if they want it. They'd get the orb.
Still here.
A great Visor to cancel.
Really early.
NRG
I know, it was good. It was good.
Successful this map at baiting out utility very early on.
I will say did DG Zim pop his Neon out here? Okay, that was a bit over the top. Should probably have not combos. Like, probably should have done one and not the other.
Just freezing, holding down.
Okay, now they need to clear the question mark over towards here. They gave up full A control, so now they don't have any info on either side.
Could be dangerous. Actually, no one even showing for now.
That's the attack smoke getting popped now as they contact up.
Still a 3-person stack with a flash.
Yeah, EG have a bad
and
feeling about this, especially when this wall is about to be primed. Digizin smoked out, doesn't see an angle. Wait, that's a missile kill backside. How on earth did that happen? And Digizin doesn't hit his shot either. This round is wraps.
Oh, that's shambolic for EG. You lose a player to utility. Your Opper whiffs the shot when given a free opportunity onto Ethan. And that is wraps. Oki's going to try and run with the off. NRG do not want to let him have it.
Well, Calm's gonna get a kill on the other side. Oki alive for now, but the walls are closing in. Oh no!
How did he die back a side?
They're in our walls, guys. Okeanos, that op, gonna get chucked off the map, I do believe.
Why did they give up A line as well?
There it goes.
Send off a shot, show you have it before you throw it away.
I like it. I like it. It's those little layers getting in the heads of EG.
To your point, though, it was EG again, I think, being a little trigger happy with using this Vice utility. That previous round where they had 5 players A main and then managed to split
Was it a
that
stun
lane
molly
to
combo?
Bs.
No.
Literally the round
He's
before
just
this,
oh,
they
that's
both
nice
of
with
them were
the
just so quick
with
to
the
break out
killjoy
these
ult.
retail.
Sorry, the killjoy molly. That's kind of
I
nice.
think Bao was really
I
committed
mean, you got to
back
shoot the
hall.
killjoy molly
It's
close,
a
but
team with double salvos. It's really tough to play there.
Wasn't even like there was intense like utility being comboed on him.
No.
Right? It was like there was a nano that was stopping him from getting out the one side.
okay,
but
so now you can't
Yeah,
play
it
at
was
the
a
back.
stun left side and then double.
They forced
missiles
by
from
into it. We got
Mateo
Judge
inside
Bucky.
as well.
he just had too much ground to cover in too little time.
And the tough thing is, again, that's a round that EG lose after using some of their big ults. And now the advantage changes over to NRG. Not only with the ults, but with the money as well. 2
No
shotguns
info on any
brought
of the
into
sides
this
at the
round.
moment. It's got a gamble.
Bucky right around the corner in Supa's hands.
I mean, I don't know how big a disadvantage that really is.
Well, he wants to try and catch the timing. Actually, the first drone got broken. Second drone, I do believe, sees him. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
The first kill and the second. Sweet movement from Supa in and out of the smoke to collect on 2.
And here comes the next shotgun.
Yeah. Deal with one shotgun. The next one's gonna filter in. Okay, that is the
Okay,
solution.
clean round on this.
Shotguns and utility. And a whole
Honestly,
lot of
just
no
keep the
fun
shotguns,
for
yeah.
NRG.
Might
Yeah,
be worth
welcome
it.
back, guys, to Shotgun Town, USA.
And Mata's just like, no, 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 get me out, please.
He's getting flashbacks to split.
Please,
Not
wait.
again.
Don't do it to me.
It was nice to dodge out on both of those drones. You think that this comp traditionally is very good to root out players who are looking for that style when you can double up with both the Owl drone and the Teo bug, but this time, they make it work.
I was going to say, does NRG
Now,
actually
can we
go for like a
replicate that? Can we get
4-1 so they
something
can
going here,
pivot and
evil
have
geniuses?
options?
Oh, well, Mata certainly wants to get involved right off the rip. Good hold. Takes
they're just
Mata
running it down.
So low, and the counter util is brutal. Nightfall catches all these players.
Yeah, but there's no follow-up off that. It was just an attempt at spam, but the haunt still
Yeah.
gets broken and everyone lives.
The duelists are on the wrong side, so now NRG
Ooh.
look for that forward fight, catch out Calm.
Now what?
Right down the middle of the map. And now on the opposite side of the wall, do they want to go all the way to B? Do they want to hold? Because we've only spent 30 seconds into this round. They've got time.
Yeah, look at
EG's
Stitches
in.
walking
Can win
all
or
the way
lose
back
the
in.
round right
Mata is
here.
reading this. Holding on to the flank, but maybe not for long enough.
I believe Digizin hurt him. So now into the site, NRG advance forward, Bao
Whoa.
gets a couple, and EG succeed
I think
twice in
NRG are
row
going
on
to do a
this B site.
timeout.
Yeah, good job there from
Unless this is the game
players
plan.
left on site
But
to hold that down between Bao and Oki.
they're not
But that
playing
didn't feel like it was a
properly.
surefire win for EG. I think that they actually made some mistakes in investing this fade ult. It felt like maybe a little miscomp, that no one was actually ready to follow that ult up. I think they were just trying to play for the spam with the haunt, but as soon as that's broken, they don't really get anything for it, luckily. Crossfire was good. The players are confident to keep fighting forward, and they get another round on the board.
I have it under good authority that NRG have called their first time out of the day.
So, Bonkar, feet off the table. Posture,
You think so?
tilted forward now.
Whoa, he's fully locked in?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I want to see him. I want to see him. I want full confirmation on that. Oh, he's even getting the arms involved, too. Those were behind his head. Those were immobile previously.
Yeah, dude, the feet are no longer on the table. That's right.
Getting them in there. Getting them in there.
Bonkar with his shoes off the
Look at
table.
that.
Yeah, we did ask
That
for
is
this, to be
the
fair.
face of a coach who is...
We should be
That is
happy.
the face of a coach.
Yeah, who is, just period. That's all.
Really insightful stuff from you as always.
Okay, so Mimi,
Yep.
2 B hits in a row, boarded by evil geniuses. Are there learnings from NRG
mean
that
A
they
hits?
can take? A hits, it's Pearl. These sites, they're on the wrong side of the map. You can't tell me otherwise.
Okay.
You
They're
tell
on the
me
wrong
you don't
side.
confuse B and A set on this map regularly?
Well,
I mean, B's
every
always on the
map,
left,
from the
right?
defender's perspective, A is on the left.
Nah, Pearl is different, I'm telling you.
How is it different?
I don't think that
You
makes
just
sense
gotta
personally,
trust me,
but
it's different.
that is just how they
A
do
side
it.
is B and B is A.
Sorry, what was your question?
My question was, what NRG do?
Go back to playing mid control?
Oh, okay. It's that simple, all right. Well, they're trying the mid dive. Oh my word! It's a little bit of a different look this time, as they were wrapping all the way
Ooh,
back
I like this
around
one.
onto street.
I don't feel like a 1-for-1 is good enough there when he had ultimate, and that's a gun given away.
Yeah, that's certainly favoring NRG at this point. And they're still holding on to connector. What that does is it draws Calm all the way back into spawn. He has to hold this angle because he knows that Mata is crazy enough to go for it again. There's a little droney fella going under that one this time around.
A-side is pretty open for business. I don't think anyone can really
see. Yeah, it's completely open for business.
Good night.
Mata just rips the door down and is now in secret. This guy's just flown across the map this round.
I mean, we're retaking with the Outlaw now and Calm on 1 HP. This is real scary.
It is certainly a round that could go NRG's way. Even with the bad buy to start.
There.
Have to dislodge Brock in the middle of sight. That's mission number 1 for Bao. Can he get it done? Yes, he can. And Digizin has his back as well. It's now Mata.
11 HP.
Pushed into a corner.
Where is Calm?
Yeah, where is Calm? Calm's waiting for Mata to be flanking. He thinks Mata's over in mid. Certainly not in main.
Oh.
By the time he gets there, it is in time.
But kind of close for a low buy.
Keep things together for EG.
I've gotta go. Gun here.
Very losable in that round for EG. This opening engagement, going 1-for-1, losing your Phoenix with ultimate. A chance for them, but luckily the players who were left in the 3-on-3 for NRG basically had no utility left to work with, and that's a kind of resort to just trying to play these trades, which are very tough to do, into that Outlaw.
Let's go! Yes,
He's breaking the microphone.
I would call that furious, is what I would call that.
That's the energy he's bringing.
Yeah, but like a positive
Okay,
fury,
they got
you know,
two great ults to retake.
NRG, bring this back.
What are we
tied
doing?
up
Leave an
at
A
6.
site maybe?
We'll see. It's going to come again with a quick dive into our NRG have fully returned to their mid control. Was so successful back at the start of this map.
Still no info on the side, so they're kind of guessing again.
Piano's back in the same spot. Here's this util, and a volley sent back as we listen into NRG.
Oh.
Remember, can have B-line. He can have full
could be
B-line.
an A as well.
He's really good if we can have B.
Boys, listen. Push him off the B-line. We just walk A. Come.
Okay, have Brock do his
I'll
solo.
push him up. I have to push him up. Me and Adam can do it.
Yeah, I'm up here, Adam. I'm coming to you. I'm coming.
I'm a drone. Wait,
They're reclaiming mid. It's just mid right there.
I'm picking the speed up. Ready? Pick up star. I'm with Adam. I'm gonna shock thorn Adam.
I don't know where this ult is.
Mid.
guys.
He just re-cleared mid.
I'm a shock thorn.
Low.
Okay, we're throwing util B.
We're faking B. We're faking B right now.
Take gantry again.
Hey, I gotta walk.
Yeah, take a shot.
Triggered wall at B. They know we're not B. They know, guys. They know.
Yeah, running back B. Double fake.
Okay.
Running away.
Okay. I'm faking.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing on mid. That's clear.
I'm leaving B.
Careful, Adam. Careful.
Comms. Peeking on top. Back all, upping. I'm darting him. I can drone him after. Just chill. Just wait. 20 seconds. You guys have this, so you have this. I'm droning the right. I'm gonna ping him.
Go right. We need a smoke or something.
Back off still.
I have nothing
Wait,
yet.
I'm still back off. Yep.
Smoke in 5, guys. Can you slow? Yeah, holding back off.
Just throw a side smoke. We need to go. Wait.
Three.
They're gonna flood.
I gotta play.
Shoot.
Oh my god.
One enemy
Oh my god.
remaining.
Absolutely dick that. No!
Oh. Nice.
Time, guys. Time. Chill now.
Hold him.
CT.
I have them.
Hit
On me.
60.
On me. Look at me.
I see you.
Yep.
I have them.
Wow, NRG
How-
just completely worked the map there.
How?
Pulling EG all over the
How
world.
have they won
and
that?
just crushing that round. I thought that was going to be a lot worse for them. Down
No,
to
dude,
the
I mean, it looked insanely
Certainly, I
overcooked.
think
The A
what
site was
impressed me
perfect.
walking away from the
Dude, I was kind of
communication is
surprised that
that
they
even when
made
they
a
got
call and then Kiko
so
just
chaotic,
insta
and I think in a lot of
overcalled.
ways
And
could've
then
or should've been
Ethan
a loss for
overcalled
them
back.
when they let that dwindle down to 15 seconds.
Then there's
It's
3 on
how
site with 20
and
seconds left, and
intentional
they've
they are,
managed
again,
to
with what they're
they've
calling
managed
for,
to
right? There's
win.
15 seconds on the clock. No one's panicking. Instead, it's very intentional.
And then
There's an ult
Superman,
here.
I didn't see
We
where he
need to
tried to put
smoke.
his suck, but maybe
Very,
he could
very
have
clear
got him off
from
the spike at the
everyone on
end.
the
I
team
don't
to
know.
get on the same page and win
But,
that round.
I mean, they lost on site.
And,
yeah.
Last
I mean,
round
poor
in the half.
EG have just been kind of fried by that. Just an insane back and forth. I think they called like 3 different fakes in that round.
Yeah, Ethan Ethan heard as soon as Mata was
There's
like,
no
hey,
real
they
panic
know
though.
we're not
That's
B.
true. That's
was
a
when
pretty
he had the
high
idea,
intense
actually, let's just do a
round, and the
double
comms were
fake here.
chill.
And then EG are just going to be
That
sliding
is
around
definitely
the
something
map.
that's
A lot
impressive.
of duelist players get pretty quiet in comms. They're like hard focusing on their aim, those kind of things, and you know it makes sense. It's a tough role to play, especially on an agent like Neon. But Mata, I've noticed in their listen-ins, is very, very good at
How was
giving
Pacific's
good
Glue Fest
information
today?
as to what he's
It
seeing.
looked
Is
a
that
little
tip of
similar
the
to
spear,
this,
and
to
not
be honest
just
with you.
that, but being very clear about what he needs.
It's not like this has
from
been
his
much better,
utility players
Yeah.
to
if I'm
succeed.
fully honest.
And I think because there's so much space in those energy comms, you're allowed to have a lot of people that give very brief moments of information, but you can still navigate it and not get confused.
Yeah, and you hear that Ethan is the IGL there. Isn't like, here's every little detail. Here's how you need to use your utility. Here's how you need to do all this stuff. He can be pretty hands-off and instead just say, okay, my team's calling the fake. I know it's not going to work.
They kind of looked
We're
okay,
double
man.
faking. That's
I
pretty
agree.
much all he said that round, besides calling his utility.
Yeah.
But everyone knew exactly what they needed to do to action on it. And that's the kind of thing that you only get with experience, with a lot of time together, and
Dude, if I'm
with very
NRG
intentional
now
focus on how
though,
you're
I feel like I
communicating.
can just force
Absolutely.
B every
Well,
round. I've
I
had
don't wanna- I
three
don't wanna spoil
rounds,
too
no,
much,
2
if
rounds
you
where I
can
forced
read,
into
you'd know that we're having a
into
tech
B,
pause at this-
and there's
at
been a
this moment
Vice
in
wall
time.
and
A
3 there, and
monitor
they've
issue,
lost.
What
I've been
percentage
told.
of VCT
How is that
America
possible?
viewers do you think are illiterate? Do you think
Not
there's
once,
a
twice.
plurality? 90?
90%.
Expect
They-
NG
they
to make
type
roster
in Twitch
changes.
I think you're all very smart.
I expect them to make
What's your
role
favorite
changes.
Magic Schoolhouse?
They type
Magic
in.
Treehouse
If I don't
book?
see Karen
emotes,
back on
Mimi.
smokes, I
That's
don't know
not-
what they're
those aren't
doing,
words,
personally.
They don't count.
Okay.
You know?
Nothing, they just
Yeah.
wasted a year.
Monitor issue. It's getting sorted shortly, hopefully here.
Yeah.
Did you say it was a
I
monitor
did
issue?
say it was a monitor issue.
I wasn't really listening.
Yeah,
I was,
it's a headset issue for Mimi. She, for some reason, can't hear me, ever.
It's true. Running problem.
That's what we're pausing for. That's the real tech thing we gotta sort out. That's a sweet mouse pad. Whose mouse pad was that?
I didn't see.
Didn't see that. Oh well, maybe we'll get to see it one more time, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. You know, because we'll just get back into the game. Is the truth.
There it
I'm waiting
is.
for Karen server,
What
yeah,
is
but
that?
Luckier
It's
on
kind of a cool little graphic.
Luckier on smokes.
I wish I could tell you. Oh, wait. It's giving. I'm thinking samurai. I see like the mask
Oh, I
and the
see what
helmet.
you're saying, like little like horns on the
Yeah,
helmet
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing.
Anyways, we're back into the game.
What would you rate it?
I would rate that mouse pad 7 out of 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
Weird scale.
that's how I roll. We're back in though. And Mata, back to actually B main. This is where NRG ran into some problems, but let's see how much he wants to commit in. That's all the way, it would seem, for the last round of the half, and another missile kill. That's Ethan's second of the map. Brock trying to get a util kill of his own, although Mata steals that one away.
He's
fighting
still going, by the
all
way.
the way up, yeah. He has not wasted a breath.
I love that they've just given him this license to int. Maybe
Well,
goes a little too far this time, as that flank is
we got to
coming
rein it
quick.
back in. Yeah, we got DG on the other side of things picking up a kill, and NRG have been
I
scrambled.
can't believe they're going to win this round.
Go up inside of the wall, getting way too
I can't believe they're
freaky
going to
with
win
it.
this round.
Now Scuba realizes he's off sides. That spike is not planted for him. Tries to use this wall against the enemy team. Good catch there
Ooh, it's a
on
nice
the
shot,
first.
though.
Babao is holding, and EG keep it within 2 at half.
I've
Sure.
changed my tone, revoke his license.
I mean, they did
No more license
pretty
to int.
amazing to
Don't
get
let him keep
5,
fighting
really.
backside. It was a really good start from NRG getting those first 2 picks, but I think they struggled after going for this proactive stuff to figure out how to settle back.
Wonder
into a
why
more
they don't
passive
want to
hold. That
fight
flank coming
A
through
main,
ditches
though,
in.
with their
Made them
comp.
feel like again they had to kind
Like
of
their comp's
make a
incredible
play
at it.
off of losing the space in main, but they ended up just getting caught by that pinch. Good stuff from EG. They make this winnable as we head towards the second half.
Five? No, dude, 5 is like fully doable.
Red Bull gives you wings.
They have MIBRs today? Yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I like watching Lev a lot recently. Why are they not on stage? I mean, someone said that the LEC wasn't on, but it's normally when League of Legends is on, they're on the other stage. I don't mind this stage, man. I don't mind for like group games it being not in front of a crowd. I wonder how they do it next year. Like, I would be so down for all of, well, not that we're going to get groups, but if it was similar to this, like all of the group stages just in a studio and then playoffs is like crowd days, would be cool. Olivia, thanks so much for the Prime. Appreciate the 11 months. Might just be budget cuts because they don't have to staff it. Yeah, I think that's okay as well.
Way in just a moment. And
Next
reminder,
year's
if
not
you
in
haven't
LA.
been
I mean,
here
next
with
year's
us
gonna be
the
everywhere in
entire
theory.
day, Evil Geniuses are playing for their stage 1 lives right now. A loss here will take them out from contention. They're already down 0-1 in the series, Mimi, but only trail by 2 at the half.
Can you rank
I
the
think
0-5 teams at this
there was a pretty
stage?
tough beginning to this half. They
Who
got back
I
in
don't
it
know
towards the
who
end.
went
Had
0-5
some
in
nice
China,
team
but I imagine
fighting
they're
on
at
a
the
couple of
bottom.
these later retakes.
Team Secret
Wanted
looked
to see
okay,
what
man.
they're up
Oh, they got
to
a win,
on
so I
the
guess they're not
attacking
0-5.
side. On paper, Comp is pretty solid. You have that Phoenix who's always looking to be strong at fighting for extremities, getting orbs, but a lot of
was
similar
Wolves?
strengths from
See, I haven't
NRG
watched
and
them.
Comp for them that tends to excel on defense with the double drone to constantly re-clear and be ahead in the information game.
Well, Evil Geniuses certainly got something cooking up.
K-Corp don't really 4-1 and they have really bad comps.
7-1.
K-Corp would be down there.
And now,
Slime Bunny with the Prime, appreciate the 35 months. Mada has locked them in fully, by the way. He's 20 seconds in and he's triggered their Vice
from the
Ball.
first half.
And now they have to be
What the
terrified
hell
of this
is going
flank as
on?
he just backs away and instead looks back
Well,
towards B.
it's such
EG
a
have
weird
no
round
map
right
control.
now.
They can't turn around and deal with that. They can only fight forward. There's going to be 5 people.
They were
Wearing
considering
NRG
they don't really
uniforms waiting for
overuse
him.
Util here,
Good
EG.
news for EG is that NRG are out of the sight for now, but Ethan's tried to move on in. First kill goes to Com. And now NRG
Brilliant
flood
mashups.
on through. It is over in the blink of an eye. This pistol round, EG had nothing going for them.
It's double pistol
at
for
any
NRG,
point.
right?
Now Superman in the worst position possible. 3 for Kiko and the round.
Mata died on that retake, but he got his relay bolt off before, and that absolutely decimated the players back hall.
But a
Even
specific
before that,
rank,
I mean,
yeah.
this is the most impactful
Mini
Mata round where he
worded it
did not
great.
get a kill.
They're like the
Full
best
round
worst
respawn,
team.
got complete information. You see
Pacific
these
do
two
pretty
players
good
who are
stuff.
both stunned by that
They got some
relay
nice
bolt.
Fury on some
Get
maps as
taken
well.
down. Some nice shots from Kiko on that Sheriff to clean it up.
Monkey Enjoyer with the Prime. Thank you with the 32 months as well, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
I really think EG have been tested in this map by NRG's just willingness to send it. EG have to react very quickly to that information, and I mean there I think in the setup it was almost lost. Not having a plan B to fall back into. This round, they do have those players guarding the extremities.
But look at NRG, they're such a bully with the utility in the mid round. They have a Killjoy turret posted forward A main, they're re-droning in mid.
Doing? We've got a judge in A main. Oh.
That's really gross. I didn't even see, I think there might have
Recon
just been a
clears all
KO
of
missile
B.
at the
They
beginning
take
of
the
round to
line.
ex-
They
escort
rotate
him
out.
into that space.
Turret spots, you swing the judge.
Com doesn't have any prowlers to clear him, so I'm not loving his odds. Com will have to call in these players in mid to
The
pull some
solo
attention
judge.
to
It is
Look
a.
at this, NRG
It isn't a
displayed
great
the
setup.
passive mid-hole.
I'll say that
Forward
much.
A main presence, keep the
Like
forward
this
B
setup
main
will get
presence.
And when you hear
at the
turret
very
engine,
least
do
a
you
yellow
expect
card
there's
for
the
me.
Killjoy on top of it, or do you
Because if
think,
you can
oh, that's just a
1-1
forward turret.
this-
Killjoy's holding
this
the other
judge,
way into the site.
I don't know if you read the
You probably
judge
win the
holding
afterplant.
Killjoy in the corner.
Now Kiko is
Guys,
caught
split A
between
main.
5 members of EG right now, and dodges out from the scouting mission. That is
Did he not hit the turret?
another round just like the
You
last.
just think it's just turret, maybe?
NRG get 3 kills in the blink
At least
of
they
an
threw
eye.
a fade eye there.
And even if one is found on the return, that's Ethan for
If
3.
they split
Are
A
they
main, man,
all
I
the
think there
way
might be a different
halfway
one. They don't
to
know
that
though.
Armageddon?
Super clean stuff from NRG there on the Antico. Again, just being so proactive at dominating map control early. Think about how little they used to actually get these positions. That was just one missile to get the Killjoy into main. That was
Fade eye, yeah. I mean,
just someone else there to contact up.
Do you see this guy's movement?
at least they threw it in. To be fair.
Didn't end up mattering too much.
Okay,
Skipper
big
was
buy
the only one
rounds.
to fall there.
Crunch time for Evil Geniuses. They lost this critical bonus round for NRG's back in the first half. Cannot allow that to happen again.
ODB. I mean, if
Luckily for them,
I think they thought he could be
are geared
pit.
up
I don't know,
towards the
did
B
they
side,
clear
but there's
pit?
not too much attention, but I'm almost worried
It's
for
an eco, who cares?
how much NRG
This is
could
the big
throw
round.
down into mid.
Yeah, you see Mata tucked up, just trying to hear any noise towards B long.
An orb
And being able to
and
react
a
off a
plant
flash in street
would
as
be
well.
Phoenix
This
orb.
replayer is coming so quickly into the round.
That's an orb.
Drone sees nothing.
Lose B main and
Third
reaction
forward
take
jiggle
over
on A
towards
as
middle.
well. They're already suspecting something heavy towards the B side of the map.
Big jewel at mid.
You're canceling this. They're thinking
Nicely
back
done.
to the round one where NRG quick
Why is my
rotated.
why is my
over there.
Astra
So
solo
instead,
walking
this
middle
time,
though?
have
But
Supermen patrolling.
it is a
And the
bonus.
thing
It is a
with
bonus.
pick in mid, I think
We'll
that
let him have it for
might
a
make them wanna
bonus.
actually
Dude,
double back
NRG are
B,
playing
expecting
so
heavy
loose.
reaction, which
It's
has come from NRG, but they still have to deal with this mid
again,
push.
it's borderline disrespectful.
And almost caught Bao there.
Oh, they're reading this. NRG are
You watch
reading into what's
Forsaken
happening
VODs?
here.
Thought,
They leave
dude,
the
Forsaken
Killjoy
does do
utility
this a
towards
lot.
the A side of
It's
the
so
map,
true.
let that turn off, and walk 4 players back towards B.
So we're still looking at a stun in Mata's hands, a missile for Ethan, but EG have called away from this again. And the only one that could disrupt anything would have been Ethan in mid, but he decides to
Looking
fall
like
back
a
and
good
set
call
a
right
full
now.
gamble on the B finish.
I think EG have just
NRG had taken a
avoided
long time to
disaster here. They looked like
Reclear the
they were
question
gonna
mark
end
over towards B.
Second guess it, and find the open side here on A.
So then the question for EG comes, how do they set up for the post plant? They've got beautiful situation for it, all 5 players alive. This is where you can run your best stuff. Step 1 will be getting DG all the way up into secret, and that's a run it back pretty early on.
They can take
to
space of
flush
it, though.
out Art. Not to find anything. I don't think he spotted the player
Oh,
there.
I like that from
That
Ethan.
was right behind it,
He's
though,
super
and we'll
aware of
see
the fact that the Phoenix will last for a little longer when it's done.
It's a
He
really
tucked
good
in for
hold.
like
EG
2
have
extra
so much
seconds.
forward control, and yet still have the numbers to work off of each other. Keep NRG forced out of the round.
Pretty easy stuff in the end for EG. You see how
Yeah, the calling was
they have
good
to
on
be
this
ready
one.
for this
Maybe you
proactivity
could
from
critique
They sent a
NRG
very
in terms
early
of just clearing the
re-clear
question
play
mark on
towards
B
mid, which
earlier, for sure.
successfully found out that this was going to likely be a B finish, but EG had a good reaction. I think that it was Superman there who kind of repostured into mid, took that timing to catch someone who was walking up and got the kill onto the opposing Astra of Scuba. And that's a moment that opened the round up for EG, meant that NRG was kind of scrambling back and forth on rotations as they just made the right call at the end.
It's now Evil Geniuses. Better start to the half.
Digiboy Wonder
than
with the
last
prime
time
push. They're the
around.
19 mums.
My
Thank you for
concern
that.
comes down to when NRG actually find the early fight versus EG, which is exactly what it looks like we're getting here. The firing squad has showed up for the defense, and Digizin pops right into it. Nice shot from Scuba.
Yeah, it was a nice
Will
shot.
eliminate one of the duelists and the best chance EG have of
They at
making it
least
into
saw
a site.
This
2.
comp is so difficult to play against on the extremities. Either it's an early missile or it's a trap play like that. Either way, it's potent.
And look how quickly the rotates come in. NRG already have 2 of those B players now reinforcing their Killjoy on A.
3 strong here. The turret will give early information. And this is EG basically forced to accelerate into a stack.
They've thrown a lot of utility back on Secret, trying to get the C's into the nade. And Common just trying to stick the plant. That is ambitious.
There.
As missiles rain in.
Dude, the double
No
close
one was up far enough
smokes.
to break it for him, so now they have to fight.
Yeah, they're going for this fight, sending everything back into Secret, but Mata was holding for it. Still alive into the corner. And still NRG have the reinforcements. Calm, though. It's brought it into a 1-on-2. Scuba on the other side of the map. So they'll hold for now. NRG choose to regroup, but this has stopped Calm from getting the
30
spike
seconds
down.
left.
And he's now trying to navigate his way potentially back into a B finish.
He's trying to go all the way. NRG, though, just stay grouped in spawn, ready to react either side. They know he's low, they know he's alone. Your win condition is just to get the trade and not let him find an early pick.
If he does get a kill, he gets
Taking
his
no
ult.
chances.
10 seconds
A lot
left.
riding on this round for
He
Evil
shall
Geniuses.
flank. Yeah,
Calm,
he's gonna try
a
it.
long-standing member.
When he can, he's gonna try it.
Now to stop this game from
Honestly,
slipping away from NRG.
Not sure they're gonna
would have
expect
to
this
come up
pause.
big time.
Okay, he's lost those surely.
Here's the player backside. But now they know exactly where he is. Cannot
I mean, it's nice for
connect.
Mata.
Mata delivers a brutal blow to EG's chances in this map and in this stage.
NRG's reactions on defense have been too excellent. They read the early B play, get an excellent punish to begin, and are in the perfect position on the other side of the map as well. Just such good stuff from them. I think the defensive calling for NRG has been so impeccable, excuse me, all year long. Back at Champions as well. This is where Ethan just looks so confident.
Jake Wake Shake with
as
the
an
prime. Thanks so
IGL.
much for the
When they're
25
playing this
months, man.
double drone
Appreciate
where
that.
they
Thank
constantly
you.
have the information. And they're also just a step ahead on the reads.
Yep. By the numbers and really playing that slow macro style has been stalwart of Ethan's calling. But now, last chance saloon for Evil Geniuses, trailing 10-6 now.
What's the thoughts
and
on
burning their
Gen G?
final time out
Just
in regulation.
change your comps. Change your comps. Change
Really
your
what
roles.
has to be their focus now, Mimi.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
pick up
think
an
that
IGL.
For EG here,
If
you have to
they,
just-
I don't know if they have much money. I don't really know
I
about
think
some of the Korean
at the
orgs.
beginning of these rounds,
But someone in
a
chat
little
said
bit
go for
slower
LP
into
for
things and
Varro.
just
That
look
would
to
fix
kind of bait out
everything.
these recos. I think that's where the struggle
It
has
would
been.
fix
of
everything
NRG
for them.
being able to be so proactive at re-clearing space and just over-rotating off of that. I think if you're EG, you need to embed players on extremities early.
They
wait for that
would then get an
re-clear, and then kind
IGL.
of
They could then
double
have a
back into
Senti.
space.
That means that
It's
Karen
so
could go back to
difficult
smokes.
When you have an embed, they get pushed off, and then NRG is still ahead of you on these rotations. That's where they're absolutely thriving here. Their comp is okay if they want to just go for executes as well, but the issue is
They could go
that
for
NRG is
Munchkin. I
so
mean,
good
you would
with
imagine
retakes,
Munchkin left
and
for a
because
reason.
they're so proactive in pushing extremities, they're almost always fast to be in position to flood. So playing hard hits is pretty scary to me if I'm EG.
We'll see what adjustments Mikol had for the team during the timeout. Stepping into a tough situation for the day. Early orb to be claimed by Okeanos, but Evil Geniuses, we're gonna listen to their last chances here in this round.
One straight. He's playing Asher spawn, come straight. Come straight, don't go straight. I'm with you straight, okay, I'm with you straight. I'm dying straight.
Push this.
Flash that,
Top tree.
Yo,
We're gonna go
the-
CT.
we're gonna go CT, walk CT with me.
Go back. Back it up.
Peek. I'm tired of that. Keep going, jump from in. I'm tired of that.
Spike down B.
I'm ulting bow.
I flood. Good top side jump.
Yeah, I have you.
70 on Killjoy, crossing on the right.
Yeah,
Go rock thing.
I'm holding you.
Okay,
now.
get it down. Yeah, you're good. No smokes, boys.
Go
Go.
flank. Give me time.
Y'all gotta go together.
Walking right side.
Dark side, back from
Push
heaven.
this. Let's
I'm
fire in.
re-walking. Yeah, walk in. There's a gap on the right side of that way.
Yeah, just face map.
No, I'm walking over face.
One back off.
Time.
Two back off.
Jumping, I'm facing.
Don't turn back on timing.
Player standing.
One more.
Nice try. T.
Dude, they wanted to take everything. They had flank behind, so they know that no one's behind. So they have full info here, chat. And then they take lane. They see, do they say 2 or 1 top of lane? And then, after they kind of got lane, and they used the tail to go clear lane, they wanted to take spawn as well. Like, they're actually just fighting them everywhere.
They got the pick on Mata. Their biggest issue
I think they
has
missed the
been
amount of
NRG
numbers that was on
pushing through
lane, and that
extremities.
might have messed them
there
up,
you can see how the
right? They said
two
2 was lane, but it was
changes
1
in
lane.
Nico's faces
So then they
hit
thought
that
that
advantage, and it's so quickly
defense
stolen
would have
back
not
away.
many
EG
people
can't
holding it.
afford to save any longer. With NRG just 2 away from taking the series, Ethan sitting at a comfortable 20
It feels so weird that they
kills to
took
10
everywhere.
deaths on the Tejo.
NRG looking to make this last week of the group stage for EG a death roll. Eliminate them from the playoffs here and now.
Evil Geniuses have found their way into art, but that's exactly where Brock wanted them. Ditches in again an early death. Takes away EG's quick approaches into a site.
So tough to accelerate now. And look at Mata again, such a thorn in their side, constantly
Come
pushing,
on.
aggressive on the extremities.
I mean, NRG have had one guy up here named main multiple times on the defense already. It was that Killjoy Judge or now the op. And it just means that, sure, EG have some control over
Look
mid,
how
but
nice
NRG
this
don't
is, man.
care.
They
They've
always
got
have
numbers, they've got full
something like
information
this.
on the map.
I mean,
You look
maybe
at
Mada's
East
doing a
side,
bit
they
too
have
much,
amazing
yeah.
stall utility. You look at A, and Neon is basically in their spawn.
But the info's so good.
EG, not crazy enough themselves to go all the way down into defense
Brock
spawn.
should just
These
spot,
tight angles
go
with the Odin
spawn,
man.
Yeah, because these
Mada,
walls, they're all paid
Ode
for that
main.
box. You can
and then
absolutely
EG have to
carve
push
it.
somewhere. They push into one of them.
EG pays off though. And
See, that's bad from Brock, he just
finds.
fights.
So the only one to shut down the A site would be Mata back in main, now pushed away by the Steel Garden. As Ethan Creeps up into secret.
Planted.
No one waiting for him. We've got knives out. What are we doing? Ethan absolutely destroys Evil Geniuses. Stage 1 could just be over for EG. Okeanos feels the walls closing in. Mata, the pressure from behind delivers.
I mean,
the
they even got gifted a mess up from Brock here as well.
NRG to series point.
EG's picture of where the defenders are, I think has just been muddled this game. It's another one of these moments where they have a chance in a round, they realize that pressure is coming from one direction, a flank is coming in, and I imagine the comms are around coordinating how to fight back into Mata. And while that's happening, the players on the site just try to go for a play that's just not possible. Two dying there with knives.
6 goes at it.
Just not good enough.
3 good ults.
When you're facing a team like NRG.
Just end it, man.
EG load up with 4 Guardians and a dream. A dream of Okeanos with that glass Vandal and the run it back available. We need 6 more in a row now.
Okeanos with ult doesn't buy armor.
They have so many of these rounds.
Probably someone drop him a gun so he can buy armor.
Scuba confident to jiggle in. Backs away. There's players here to stall as EG full send on the exec.
Okeanos nearly just died to utility on the run it back before getting to scout anything, but he will make it into the site. That Killjoy ultimate is still there. I don't know if Com's going to be able to get out. It is down to the wire, and he barely escapes.
Oh boy, freebies.
Comes the cost of Mata on the other side. Mata's waiting for the shots go haywire. Evil Geniuses stay in this one. Those Guardians wreaking havoc against NRG.
That's on him, surely.
Down to a 2-on-3 now. Oki pinged away by the drone. Shock takes him low. That's another one up in front. Brock will take the kill. To play spoiler for Evil Geniuses, he's found 3 already. No time left though. Not even going to take a chance on that spike.
I mean, Mata's going to be a little gutted, but he
he
ain't going to lose any sleep if they win this.
That should not have been a round win for Evil
It's
Geniuses.
a Swift.
They walked back towards long like they owned
Husk
the
with the
map.
tier 1, appreciate the 43
And
months.
Mata was just sitting there. He should have had a 2K, but whiffs out in this moment against players without guns in hand. And gives EG at least another round in this series. I mean, there's a chance that NRG won this anyway with the work Brock was doing.
Dude, I'm literally that guy bottom right, man.
Watching the game.
He barely looked up. He's out of there. He's mentally out of there.
5 more need to be found. But now EG, at least they've got
He's just
a
fully
better
checked out.
last time. Last one they had to do with just the Guardians. Now, a real shot.
This time, though, some ultimates for NRG.
Oh, dear.
Not what you want to see from Kiko.
And Armageddon from the defense side. NRG not giving Com any wiggle room. He manages to navigate on through. This is a brilliant execute of the site. Flawless.
Sure.
To the full extent of the word.
I hate to be so negative every round, but if Mata's pushed all the way through A, there's no pressure middle. Should Kiko really be doing that?
In the last round, maybe they'll get
against
they keep getting them?
When they have heavy armors as well, because they won the round before.
Not getting anything there was pretty rough for NRG. All right, exit works, and NRG will call a timeout now off of that. Hey guys, don't whiff.
Hey, this time they were turned around for Mata on the flank at least.
Yeah.
No, it feels like Bonka has to call timeouts to be like, guys, can we just play properly and just end the game?
His new vibe. Just run it down into their spawn. To be fair, it's basically never been punished.
Hey, that's true. Only been punished when he's missed the shots.
Yeah.
That said, NRG will call a timeout of their own to try and buckle down here.
Yeah, 2 of them have heavy armor, right? It's not too bad, I guess, with 2 have heavy armor, but
save for them.
Yeah, it looks like Bonka's just
you know there's
looking
gonna
up
be
to some higher powers.
numbers there.
Reflects on how to close out this game.
It's like in the Queen's Gambit, you know, you see the pieces moving on the ceiling.
Yeah.
He just sees all the agents walking around on the map. To be in the mind of Bonkar.
Wow. Turns out it's just like a comically tall monitor.
It's actually putting a severe strain on his neck to reach
poor
up
guy.
there. Called the timeout. That was the monitor issue. It's just too high up. Can we bring it down,
You
please?
can't see it.
Someone tells me that isn't what it actually was, but here it is. The save for NRG. Interesting. Mata goes for full
Mata
armor
gets heavy armor
instead of a gun because he has the ultimate, I would assume.
Yeah. Looking to get something done with that.
Yeah, if they end up calling that one in.
Again, Mata starting early, playing anti-flash in that corner where you can also hear if there's footsteps towards B long.
This has been one of the calmer starts for an EG round and an
He's
NRG
going to
round,
absolutely
frankly.
send this.
Both of them playing a game of chicken to see who's going to strike first.
EG will have to be the
Oh,
team
it's a
to
shame.
make
I kind of
the play,
wanted
though,
to
as
see it.
they, again,
That
put their eyes
recon
back
really
towards B.
scan close corner. Pretty cool if it
ain't
does.
broke, don't fix it.
Is in this one.
B finishes 2 for 2 in the last 2 rounds.
Not only do you need to win this round, of course, for EG, but you're also looking to get some farm on Okeanos. Him getting a run it back for round 22 would be big for cementing this comeback as something.
Some rifle juggling there. They had an outlaw, but now switch over to full rifles for the execute. Evil Geniuses lodge themselves into the site. We'll see if Mata actually wants to pull the ultimate here. I'm not quite so sure with it.
At least has to wait out these thorns before they can make a go of it.
It's just nothing successful found, no pick or anything
If
for
Okeanos
NRG.
can get
Makes
his
it a
ult
little
here.
bit less likely for Mata. And there he goes. He's going for it. That's the first kill for Mata. Can he do a little bit more? Both duelists dealt with. Still problems to be found as Evil Geniuses have the supporting staff from afar. Bao and Calm line up
Right,
a
not
couple
bad.
of kills, make that
Dude, they
3
get some
for
good ults
Bao.
online.
And within 3
They
for
don't
Evil
neon ult
Geniuses.
combo. That's
Some good work from Mata,
you
but
just
nothing
force the
else to
site
be
with it
found.
for sure. Cairo, hello mate.
And
Maybe
that's
11 months.
EG
Thank you for the
again,
2-1, bro.
staying in this
Daniel
one.
as well with the
It's been
prime.
very
Thanks so much
simple
for the
answers so
25
far.
months.
All
You think
three of these
America's
round
is the
wins
strongest
have been
region right
straight
now?
up B
Dude, you're gonna
executes.
ask me that while we're playing
All
this?
three of them have come down to some
I do think so,
somewhat
yeah, but
chaotic
this is
post
not a
fights,
good
and
demonstration
all
right
three
now.
EG have managed to navigate. I'm
I
wondering
feel like
if
that was
NRG wants to
very
try and
planned
play
by you.
more
It
to
could be a
hard anchor
coincidence
B,
as well, but
or if they just expect a full change up from EG.
Hubert,
Well, I think they
Miko,
wanna get in front
thanks so
of
much for the
a fight
prime. I
because these
appreciate the 8
exec
months.
ultimates from EG are palpable. So Mata moves up into A main, sees nothing just yet. Last round, EG were quiet and just went to that same B exec, but this time they have found a pocket.
If it was during the next game, yeah, I wouldn't consider
Relatively
it.
quiet up until now.
bait.
Brock just lays him out though with the Odin.
Wait, we
EG
popped-
might have forgotten about that one. Saw that a while ago back when they were tempting into the A site, but now the Steel Guardian comes down. Counter utility to slow it down and Mata right into it. 1 for 1 for him. Still,
Both
Evil
teams
Genius
playing
is
bad.
not dismayed from
I saw
moving
higher
further into
level
this site.
from the
They are
Pacific
down
0
a
and
number,
4
that
teams
means
today.
They have to take some chances. A Nightfall, and Brock is still waiting for it. He has been the problem all
yeah,
half
it's pretty
long
rough.
for Evil Geniuses. Maybe Bao can get something back. He's up in the thick of it now.
NRG are goofing around? Ah, for
Has
sure.
to move in, and now they've realized he's there. Superman is out.
They're for sure
NRG
goofing around,
have
man.
done it.
I'm
By
not sure they
keeping it
played
calm
much of
here.
that properly.
As it got towards the end, NRG will take their second series win of the stage.